Thank you, Stephen. So President Trump is in China this morning with expectations to meet with President Xi Jinping. Trade tensions are top of mind. President Trump pushing China also to open up American businesses. Our Joe St. George explains what we can expect from today's meeting.
White House officials describing the meeting between President Xi Jinping and President Trump as, quote, good, with multiple areas of agreement related to the Iran war. The White House saying that China and the United States agree that Iran should not have a nuclear weapon and that the Strait of Hormuz should remain open to allow for the free flow of oil out of the Middle East. But Chinese leaders are warning that there is a big difference between the U.S. and China on one area of policy in particular, Taiwan. An American president meeting the leader of China in person on Chinese soil, the first such gathering since President Trump last did it in 2017. China rolling out the red carpet for President Trump with an elaborate welcome ceremony ahead of in-person talks.
It's great.
Did you talk about Taiwan?
Great place. Incredible. China's beautiful.
Inside, during a meeting that lasted around 2 hours, much more formal discussions on the biggest issues of our time, with a look toward areas where the U.S. and China may find agreement.
We've had a fantastic relationship. We've gotten along. When there were difficulties, we worked it out. I would call you, and you would call me, and whenever we had a problem, you're a great leader. I say it to everybody, you're a great leader. Sometimes people don't like me saying it, but I say it anyway because it's true.
Can we, in the interests of the well-being of our two peoples and the future of humanity, build a brighter future together for our bilateral relations? These are the questions vital to history, to the world, and to the people.
Already, President Xi bringing up the issue of Taiwan. Taiwan is self-ruled, but China believes it is their province. The U.S. has given billions to Taiwan's military in recent years, despite officially not supporting Taiwan's independence, and amid strategic ambiguity as to how the U.S. might respond if it was ever invaded by China. According to a Chinese government spokesman, President Xi stressed to President Trump that the Taiwan question is the most important issue in China-U.S. relations. If it is handled properly, the bilateral relationship will enjoy overall stability. Otherwise, the two countries will have clashes and even conflicts, putting the entire relationship in great jeopardy. Other issues like trade and the Iran war are dominating discussions between the two leaders as well, with all eyes on what may or may not be announced before President Trump's departure. Joe St. George, Scripps News Group, Washington.